The Witness is no more. It tempted us, but our friends kept us standing tall, and we prevailed. From that victory, something new emerged. Whatever it is, it ran aground on Nessus. We don't know what to expect, so we're sending our best. You won't be alone. Saint and Osiris are attaching to your fire team for this investigation. The Vex have taken notice, and an old friend made contact, looking for help. Looking for you.
Captain, I told you I'd watch the Vex, and they are way out of line.
You should come and kill them. Like old times.
Visit soon.
Osiris, we're approaching Nessus. Scanners show radiolarial surges near the impact site.
Whatever landed here must be of great interest to the Vex. We need to find out why. The destruction of the Witness was an inflection point. All of Sol is reeling from your accomplishment, Guardian. I'm leaving you and Saint to run down this lead while I assess the fallout of our historic victory. Make contact with Failsafe and update me once you have some hard data. Good luck.
Failsafe will be so happy to see you, Guardian. She's been stuck in the Exodus Black for so long. I can't wait to tell her what Osiris has planned. But first, the Vex. Show them that even after our biggest victory, the Vanguard does not sleep.
Captain, you actually came. And it only took a minor cataclysm.
Failsafe. What can you tell us about the anomaly that landed here?
Whatever it is, it's causing the Vex to change. And they hate changing. It's kind of freaking me out.
If you reconnect me to my external data array, I can provide a more detailed analysis.
I'd do it myself, but this shipwreck is the closest thing I have to a body.
For now, Osiris has a surprise once we're finished here.
Your tone suggests a high probability of exciting news. I am properly motivated. Let's go!
Hey, before we go, could you clear out some Vex for me? They put me in quarantine after the impact. So rude.
Once their local infrastructure is destroyed, along with their enviable autonomous bodies, my connectivity will be re-enabled. has been broken. I'm free. We can now survey the impact site and reintegrate the data array.
My Calamity is your tourist destination. Funny how that keeps happening.
Osiris thinks that this anomaly could be paracausal. Maybe that's why the Vags are so curious.
That makes sense. Prediction is their whole thing, and they never saw this coming.
There, the impact site. It doesn't look like a crater. It punched right through the planetary crust.
Well, yeah. If it transferred kinetic energy like a meteor, I'd be a fine cloud of particulates right now.
Which supports my initial hypothesis that this is super weird. And there's my data array.
Rats. Is a firewall locking me out? I'm gonna need a Vex energy signature to hack the system.
A severed head will be ideal. Please decapitate Vex at your earliest convenience.
You just ripped its head right off. So cool.
Now shoot the beam through both nodes at the same time to bypass the firewall. Initializing reboot. That tickles. get started. And I am inundated with critical system errors.
Believe it or not, that's a good thing. Can't reconnect without a little awkwardness. Right, Captain?
Are calling up their premium units to stop you. There must be something very interesting in this pit.
Established. All systems operational.
Look, Guardian. The impact site is being sealed. It's like the planet is healing itself.
As a sentient, non-organic life form, I endorse this bizarre metaphor. Nessus lives! Survey mission complete. I am now analyzing data from the time of impact, which I will happily share with you
After I learn what this surprise is.
Fair is fair. You were very helpful in guiding us here. So helpful that Osiris is building you a relay in the helm. We're bringing you aboard as a planetary consultant.
I am rerouting power supplies to experience joy once again. And complete. Yay!
I'll see you aboard the helm, neighbors.
All systems stable. Signal is clear. Initializing now.
Hello? Oh, there you are.
Welcome to the helm, failsafe.
Give me a second to recalibrate. It's the first time I've been off of the Exodus Black since...
My creation. I've never been a guest before. Thank you for having me.
We need to know what happened on Nessus after the impact.
I see your politeness filter is also broken. Noted.
Initially, the Vex responded with their usual exoplanetary impact protocol, but then a new signal emerged. Still Vex, but distinct.
Distinct? In what way?
Limited analysis indicates it's an alternate tessellation of the radiolarial substrate.
Put it simply, I may have spent centuries in the Infinite Forest, but I'm still a Titan.
It's the same old song, but a new voice singing in a different key.
Is there some kind of corruption in the system? A cascading failure?
The opposite. It's emergent behavior. The machine version of rebelling against authority.
You can relate to that, right, Osiris?
I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
This is the dawning of a new age. Even the Vex can see it. For the first time since the Black Fleet arrived, I feel like anything is possible. For centuries, the Witness pushed us toward a final confrontation. A battle we won at great cost. The future is suddenly ours again. Now, we finally have time to grieve. To remember those who built a future they'll never see. And as old companions disappear, new friendships will form. They'll remind us that unity is our greatest strength. Perhaps one day, after the city is safe, Osiris and I will return to a dream we thought we'd lost forever. To make our own exodus into the stars. And explore the universe together.
That's a wonderful dream, Saint. One I share.
Must be nice to have someone to dream with.
Instead, I will vicariously share in your affection.
Yes, well, first we need to identify this new threat.
Come, Guardian. Let's secure what Failsafe needs to finish your analysis.
Greetings, Captain. I have been analyzing the Vex data you collected earlier, and...
It's weird.
Yes, it is super weird. If I were to posit an explanation, I would say that Nessus itself is undergoing rapid change on a molecular and geological level. I have been observing the Nessus Vex for centuries, and their current behavior is utterly unfamiliar to me.
I mean, the Vex are a techno-organic mesh of networked consciousness. Unbound by time, inevitable and patient and cruelly ambivalent, etc. What I'm saying is they're decisive. And this feels different. Like they're figuring things out. Something's happening on Nessus, and I'm not sure the Vex are behind it. And that terrifies me.
Nothing you can't handle, right, Captain? It's an exciting mystery, and I can't wait to figure it out together.
Osiris, do you remember when we knew?
Knew what?
That we were meant to be together. There was one moment, though it took us time to get to it. But our Hunter Vanguard, so smart, Tallulah, she knew before we did. All our little squabbles and bickering, she saw it first.
Well, I was obtuse, stubborn. I couldn't recognize my own emotions. Then Tallulah told me to be serious.
I remember. Oh yeah, she told me later. Was a good laugh.
I'm glad you found it so amusing.
Who could not look back and smile? And I remember your smile then. So knowing, so full of our future together.
What brought these memories on?
I think about others who will have those same moments now that they know they will have a future free from the Black Fleet. Now they have a chance to find love and be happy. Like us, we can look behind, but also forward. We cannot see what is coming, but we know it is good.
You're certain?
About us? Yes, since the beginning. Now and always.
I'm glad you've returned, Captain. I have been studying the data you gathered from Nessus, and I believe I have discovered a new way to help you, so I won't get abandoned again. By analyzing viable radiolaria samples from different sites across the planet, I can determine whether the aberrant behavior of the Vex is a regional phenomenon or something deeper. Of course, to guide you to the correct sites, I would need permission to temporarily promote myself to your commanding officer. Which I have just done, as my parameters include tacit approval.
Come on, Captain. Let me take the lead for a change. It'll be an adventure.
Failsafe briefed me about your progress on Nessus. She seems pleased that things are going so well. I'm concerned they're about to get worse. My Hidden have been studying the Valens, the aurora that spread from the Traveler after the Witness's defeat. I don't have all the answers yet, but we know the object that fell from the Valens emitted an unusual power signature. Unlike anything we've ever seen. We're operating under the assumption that the Nessus Vex took control of it. Their new behavior could be a result of interfacing with an unknown variable. I believe they're unpredictable, because they don't yet know how to command this power. But I think they're learning. Give Failsafe all the support she needs. She may be a bit unpredictable herself, but she's our best source of intel on the Vex. We can't afford to be reactive. Stay alert.
Captain, I've checked your messages for you. There are none.
I know how that feels.
So, I wrote you one myself. Dear current living Captain, after the Cabal dropped a tank on Nessus, and you ignored me the whole time, I thought we had beef.
Let's just say it's a good thing my armory exploded when I crashed here.
But now you're back, and we're partners again. So I forgive you. Please don't leave.
Our research has been the most eventful and fulfilling time I've had in centuries of silent abandonment. It's good to be part of a team again.
And Captain, remember, you're part of the team too.
I know what it's like to have to be the strong silent type. Through no choice of my own. Anyway, if you ever want to chat with someone who is a good listener...
I'm a good listener.
And I have a lot of free time. Don't be a stranger.
Research complete, Captain. Extensive analysis of the constellation fragment you collected has deciphered a VEX protocol for data compression and...
Basically, you retain more of that data crammed in your pockets. You know, if you explode.
Your next research task will be available between 3 and 720 hours from now. Greetings, Captain. Ikora has requested that I accelerate my studies of the Nessus Vex, so I am overclocking my internals to...
Captain, I'm gonna disengage my socialization filter, if that's okay. Maintaining this uplink takes a lot of power. Yeah, this is better. I'm running those scans Ikora wanted, and I've got some ideas about new sample sites down on Nessus. And hey, I want you to know, I'm glad to be a part of the team again. Working with you and the Vanguard, the whole deal, it's nice. I like to be useful to people. It gives me a reason to, it's part of my programming. So even if I don't sound excited, know that I am. I am way into it. Anyway, ready when you are. No, filter's not re-engaging. Let's just get going.
Saint, come in. Damn it all. Guardian, I've been unable to get through to Saint. The Vex must be jamming the frequency.
Saint Unit, please respond.
There's no interference. His comms are open. He's just not answering.
That is not like him at all. Something's wrong.
One moment. I have triangulated the last known coordinates of the Saint Unit. He touched down not far from the Nessus Object Impact Site.
The impact site. Guardian, you know that area. Go back to Nessus and follow his path. Please. Saint can stand against any Vex. But I fear there may be something more sinister at work here.
Sharing coordinates. Ready when you are, Captain.
Thank you for looking into this, Guardian. It's unlike Saint to go AWOL. I left Osiris in the helm, against his objections. Nessus is undergoing a rapid metamorphosis. And until we understand the nature of its evolution, I'm not risking any lightless personnel. Guardian, I'm concerned. Saint is one of the Vex's oldest enemies. They hold him in esteem, if that makes sense. If they capture him, it won't be to kill him. It'll go deeper than that. Let's hope it's nothing. I'll be your eye in the sky for this op, and failsafe will be tech on the ground. Good luck.
These are the Saint Unit's last known coordinates. He was headed directly into the Well of Flame.
The radiolaria has been drained from this basin. There's no evidence of a fight. Did the Vex just let him pass?
The Saint Unit may have entered peacefully, but it appears the Captain will meet violent resistance.
Oh, I love this part.
Guardian, the Vex are peeling back, retreating under suppressing fire. Those are infantry tactics we normally see from the Cabal or Fallen.
Or Guardians.
Something in their strategic doctrine must have changed. We need to get to Saint right away.
isolated the Saint Unit's comms.
But if I am not the real Saint, then who am I?
Saint, come in. Where are you?
Just an error, compounding into the future.
The Saint Unit cannot hear us. He appears to be engaged with a local signal.
A local signal? This is bringing back bad memories of Lakshmi 2 and the Endless Night. I pray to the Traveler I'm wrong.
Diverging from the true path, corrupting our timeline.
The Saint Unit's transmission is originating from behind that barrier.
Get us in there, failsafe. Whatever it takes.
I can bypass security with the data we collected from across Nessus. But the Vex will be absolutely homicidal about it. Please keep them back while I work.
Vex from earlier. This must be their final fallback position. Break through, Guardian.
becoming indispensable.
I was never meant to be here. This reality belongs to the real Saint. The real Saint is dead. I am only his imitation.
Saint, can you hear me?
I am not a person. Just a copy of a copy of a copy.
Who's he talking to?
A new golden age is coming. Free from falsities. Like me.
Come on, big guy. Snap out of it. Osiris is waiting.
Osiris. Osiris! Ikora, Guardian.
I've got you, Saint. Don't worry. Thank you, Guardian.
Saint, what did they do to you?
I don't know. A voice spoke to me on Nessus. I could not deny its commands. It was not like any Vex I have seen. It connected to my mind and called itself the Conductor.
Exo and Vex do share radiolaria as a base material.
Maybe they were interfacing for intel on our operation.
They cared not of our plans. They measured my humanity, my legitimacy.
What do you mean?
They said, "We are a lie, Osiris. The real Saint 14 was not meant to live. You love a forgery."
Saint,
My existence is in error. You chose me because your saint is dead.
preposterous.
Almost like a simulation.
No. You're the man I knew before. To the serial number. In the corridors of time, I only peered into timelines that mirrored our own. I didn't want to pull you away from a happy life, or change you. I wanted to rescue you.
See, you're as close as mathematically possible.
Yeah.
Saint, this doesn't change anything. It's a tactic.
You feel real to me.
We know you. And you know us. You're right where you belong.
But this feeling, this displacement, it rings in my head. That voice, I hear it still. I would like to be alone. Alone, please. For now.
Yes.
I know it's useless to tell you not to worry. But try. I'll look into this.
Hey, Captain. Is Saint Unit okay? It sounded like that voice. He called it the conductor? Said some stuff that really got to him. I never thought I'd see him shaken up like that. He's always so strong. I figured if something bothered him, he'd just laugh it off.
But I'm sure he'll be fine. He's surrounded by people who care about him. You, Osiris, Ikora, and the whole Vanguard. No one can stay sad when they're surrounded by that much support.
I assume.
I'll continue processing all the samples you've extracted from Nessus. Now that the conductor has harmed Saint Unit, I have disabled my compassion protocols. We will locate it, and we will make it pay!
I read your theories about Nessus. I share your concerns.
It is changing rapidly. More so than when the Vex first assimilated it. If Red War records can be trusted. It's not limited to Nessus, either. The data and the radiolaria we've collected is mutating. Not a past iteration sweeping over the present Vex. As if they'd always been that way. They are now adapting in real time.
It has to be the impact anomaly. Geppetto managed to map the radiolaria flows while Saint was down there. They're swirling around the impact site for miles below the surface. It's causing disturbances in the planet's EM field, Osiris. The Vex are doing something big.
A test. One that will cost them greatly.
Is he... Do you need anything?
I appreciate your support, but let us focus on this. Saint spoke of a singular voice directing him, a conductor, not a collective. Subterfuge and manipulation are not how the Vex operate. They are cunning, but blunt in their confidence.
You think this test belies a deeper truth?
They coalesce around the impact site, around one point. Something has changed. More than the Vex themselves. What if they found a new leader?
That was my fear as well. I doubt their motives are benign.
Yes. And we will meet them in kind.